Welcome to the AMANN Group. Nowadays, sewing has come a long way from its traditional image as just fashion and craft. Instead, now it's the place where lifestyle-enhancing technologies meet, and nowhere more important than here at AMANN, where it's actually its driving force. I'm talking to Barbara Binder, and she's going to show us some of the latest technologies here at AMANN. Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Rebecca. Nice to see you.
Lovely to be here again, and you've got so much to show us, so let's get on and have a look.
Yes, we will. Yes. Right. We noticed we have so many projects with customers because conductive technology has become so important across all industries. So I can show you some ideas how you can incorporate conductive technology into daily design.
Right, I think that is the buzzword. It's conductive technology here that we're looking at. And yes. It's a beautiful, classic designed car seat. It looks fantastic, but there's a hidden secret to this car.
There's a hidden secret. So on one side we have traditional embroidery seams, very beautiful with traditional embroidery threads. And the innovation, the function, the new function incorporated is a textile switch. This textile switch has been made with a highly conductive silver thread. And you can see here, in this case, just showing an example, that the seat can move forward or backward, or you can actually have any function with this switch. So
that is absolutely fantastic. So no honking around on the side, just simple switching it with this fabric switch. That is absolutely phenomenal.
The idea is that you have everything where you want it to be. So you don't have your cables which are going somewhere where the switch will be. But here you have everything incorporated into the position and the situation where you want it to be.
Absolutely. There's also here, you've got more things with the Steeltech. I think we should go and have a look at those other things.
So here we have created an interactive board, and the idea behind is again to show that with textile highly conductive solutions you can get rid of cables, that means weight, and you can get rid of plastic switches, for example. So here you have the present situation, you have the plastic switch, you have the cable, and you switch on your lamp. Now with the textile solution, again here we created a switch with Steeltech. For embroidery purposes, you see again the design on top with a conventional embroidery thread, and you have the on and off button with a highly conductive thread.
That saves so much bulky plastic.
Yeah, so you don't have this anymore, you have a textile switch. Or here another solution again regarding the lamps. Here we have a dimmer function, for example.
But this is also, it's so tactile. It's lovely just to be able to stroke this and the light goes on. Yeah. That's absolutely beautiful.
And it's very lightweight. As I said, you don't have plastic cables and plastic switches. And this is just one last example here, again with a Steeltech, and you have a proximity sensor here. The Steeltech is a proximity sensor. You just go near it, you don't even need to touch it, and it goes on and off.
That is gorgeous.
Yep. This as well in a sofa or somewhere else, we just created here the idea with the lamps.
So that's lifestyle. That's for the comfort to enhance our home. And here you've got something that's actually medical. It's going to help people. Yes. So what do we have here?
So here we have a company who created this medical belts. These belts are made to reduce pain.
And how do they do that?
And they do it like this. Sorry, I just show you briefly. The belt like this. So this is the inside of the belt. The same would be here. So here you have a matrix.
So is this also the silver thread?
This is all the silver thread. It's done with a silver thread. Silver has as well the nice property that it is not damaging to the skin because it has antimicrobial functions. Yeah, exactly. So ideal for this type of application. So the electricity is conducted through this matrix of silver thread. So electrical impulses are sent here into the skin, into the nerve cells, and they are altering or completely making you forget the pain. So they are influencing your pain memory. The idea is that you get rid of your memory of the pain.
That is great. So probably the future of lessening the amount of painkillers people have to take, improving the health of the people.
Yes, you don't need to take painkillers anymore, and it works. It's in the market and it's sold and it works. It's washable as well, so it can be washed because you wear it on your skin, and it works. Pain is reduced by 90 to 100%.
That is absolutely amazing. And here we've got another application also in the medical field. This is for diabetics.
This is for diabetics. Again, we're talking about health management or healthcare. So here it's just an example of what could be a little production street of the future. Here the foot is scanned, you put the foot inside and the measurements are taken.
And what's happening here?
To the 3D printer. The 3D printer prints the sole. Into the sole is incorporated the sensoric application. And just as an idea, we did a flip-flop, but the sole could be put into any shoe. So here, this company had actually this idea to do this. You have Steeltech here, again similar, a matrix. You have again here a pattern.
That's all inside the technology here.
Inside and as well on the top, because it is very important here to measure the temperature and the humidity for diabetics, because for diabetics it's important that the humidity and the temperature in the shoe doesn't get too hot, otherwise the skin might open. And so this is connected again with the software to the laptop or to your iPhone, and you can see at all times the curve of your temperature and your humidity, and you get a warning if it is not okay. Yeah.
So it's basically so that people can monitor and check their own health.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, that's a beautiful idea.
And sticking with the medical profession, we're going from Steeltech onto Steeltech.
In a completely different use again, yes. So here, instead of having a hybrid thread with silver, here we're having a thread with steel. Here we are. It's an example is RFID technology. So the Steeltech makes the antenna. So the antenna is made with Steeltech. Here you have a little chip because you want to transmit this data. The antenna transmits the data.
And what usage, what applications could this have?
In this case, for example, these garments are washed many, many times, 100, 120 times. Maybe you are doing 1 million pieces. You want to see how many pieces are coming back, for example. You want to monitor the amount of your pieces or where the pieces are. And naturally, with the RFID technology, you scan it very quickly. You don't need to count. You can just scan it within seconds. So
a big pile of it on the washing cart, you know exactly how many items you have on there.
Exactly.
Can you give me an example of the actual thread? Can we see, like, what does the thread look like?
Now, here these big spools are for weaving and knitting, because it depends on the technology the customer is using. And we have created as well a Steeltech thread for embroidering and stitching, so in the traditional way. And if you touch it, Rebecca, do you feel? Does it feel like
I would never think that there was metal in there. It's absolutely soft, flexible. It's just like a normal thread.
It's just like a normal thread. It's very soft, yeah, and very thin as well. And highly conductive.
And here we have the final. It's getting warm here.
It's getting warm here, right? So we have another example of using a highly conductive thread. Here what we show is a sports jacket, and naturally in winter you want to feel warm. So here inside the jacket is incorporated a heating panel. And inside this panel, as you see here, this very fine thread here, this is the Steeltech.
And how is that actually attached into the jacket?
In this case, it's actually knitted. It depends what the customer is using. It can be knitted, it can be woven into the fabric, or it can be, like we have seen before, embroidered or stitched. And I just show you briefly. So inside here you have the panel. Can you feel any weight?
Absolutely not. It's totally lightweight, it's totally flexible, and I can't imagine that would actually be a heating element. That is really amazing.
It touches well the surface. It's absolutely not scratchy at all. So light,
absolutely not.
bendable.
Absolutely. It's just like a piece of fabric.
Yeah, and if you touch it, it's really warm and it keeps you warm for a few hours.
That's great. So, and absolutely on endless applications,
Yes.
from the old to the elderly, wheelchair to people in the snow.
Exactly, on your sofa or wherever you want to have to apply your heating. Thank you, Nadia. Right, this is just to show you a little or some examples of conductive technology and of the future. Yeah.
And the possibilities are absolutely endless. Thank you very much, Barbara, for showing me all those phenomenal things today. That was great.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you that we can share this.